Hi everybody. On the last video we talked about items that you had to have, right? These are things that I considered things that you have to get at the store when you make your purchase of your guitar, but then obviously because of whatever reason, not everybody can go out there, purchase a bass guitar and an amplifier to go along with it, right? All in the same time. You have to like space these things out. I get it. I totally understand. So that video was pretty much things that I would consider must-have items. Today we're going to talk about alternative things that are not necessarily must-have items, but things that are really cool to have, and we're going to talk about those right now. Hi everybody, and welcome back to Bass Chops for Beginners. I'm Jose, and thank you so much for joining me here. So we're going to step in a different direction, and this is going to be like a cost-driven sort of video where previously, like I mentioned in the intro, that I said these are things that are must-have. Well, not everyone can go out there and make big dollar purchases like the things that I described in the last video. So I'm going to give you 5 more things that are alternative things that'll get you started still if you have not made your choice thus far, and these are very economical, and actually they will enhance even if you do purchase an amplifier. These things are not necessarily must-have, like I said, but they are handy to have around just in case, because things are going to evolve in your journey of becoming a bass player. So let's start, okay? Number 1. Let's talk about headphone amps. If you don't have an amplifier, and by the way, a lot of those amplifiers that I talked about in the previous video do have a headphone jack. So if you're in an environment where you absolutely cannot make any kind of noise, you can actually plug in some headphones, which we will talk about later on in this video. But if you cannot have a bass amp, why not get a headphone amp? This is something that I've used for years. It's made by Rockman, and actually this is the one for a regular guitar, but I also use this one on my bass. They do make one for bass guitars, and what's really handy is that you can plug in your bass straight into this thing and through headphones monitor what you're doing, and it's really cool. It even has outputs that if you wanted to pass through it the way I did live, I actually ran my bass into this, and then from here I went to the mixing board and the PA system, and it worked just fine. I still have it because I just can't part with really good, cool gear, and so you may want to get one of these, okay? It's a really good alternative. You can plug it in, headphones, although the headphones with these, that come with these, aren't all that great, but we're going to talk about a few other options that you may have, okay? So this is one headphone amp, and there's so many other manufacturers out there. Rockman, my Schultz isn't the only game in town. There's so many others to choose from. I just like this because it does what I want it to do. Another little toy that I got really early on when I first started was Loco Boy, made by Araya Pro 2. They actually are a guitar manufacturer. I don't even know if these are available anymore, but basically it was just a 1/4 inch plug that went into the guitar and had a little speaker, battery operated, on and off, no tone controls, no nothing. You just plugged it in wherever you were, and you could hear yourself out of this tiny little speaker. Really, really handy if you wanted to just, you know, hear the guitar other than just what it sounds like unplugged. So anything like this that you can find out there that's a plug-in with a little speaker on it, get it. I believe Vox makes one that's specifically for bass guitars also, and that's what it looks like right there. And so get one of those. I hear great things. In fact, I know somebody that has one of those, and he swears up and down by it, and so it's a great acquisition to have. Number 2, I want to talk about USB interfaces for a reason here. Down the road, you're going to want to record yourself, right? So what better way to go into your computer while you're playing bass and recording yourself is through an interface. And Behringer makes a very affordable one out there, okay? This is what the box looks like, and it is about that big. So there's a close-up version of what it actually looks like, and you're actually hearing me through something similar to it, made by Behringer. It's that red box right that red box right there. Okay, so it's a USB interface. My small mixer does not have USB capability, but most of the newer stuff, in fact, I'm going to talk about one that does. You can actually go from analog to digital via your USB port straight into your laptop or regular desktop and record yourself that way. Really handy. What's great about these things, it's like they're 30 bucks and they have so much capability and so much flexibility. You can actually plug in headphones to this and listen to yourself play through it, okay? The only limitation that you need to be aware of is that these are RCA inputs. So you're gonna have to go from 1/4 inch guitar cable to RCA so that way you can plug into it, okay? Item number 3, which is really, really popular. I've seen these a lot. In fact, we use one of these where I work at the radio station. It's an iRig. They basically targeted the guitar player, came up with a platform that says, well, not only do you not need an amplifier, but you can use this interface here and go from the guitar into the interface and from here right into your computer and record that way. Or what's really attractive is that you can go from your guitar to this thing into your cell phone. And your cell phone, when you buy this thing, comes with apps. And you can record multi-track audio, practice along with it, all through your phone. Really handy dandy. These people actually make a lot of things in that area of devices, interface devices, and so check them out. So item number 4 that I wanted to talk to you about, and it's something really crucial. Every bass player should have one of these, and it's a set of headphones. And I'm not just talking about what you get at, the low dollar stores, fill in the blank where that is, but these are actually good quality headphones. What I use are the Sennheiser HD280s, okay? 280 Pro. What I love about these, and you're going to learn this, and it's very crucial, that you want a set of headphones that are just flat in their response. In other words, they don't enhance or exaggerate frequencies like most headphones, particularly the DJ headphones, where they exaggerate a lot of the lower end and they exaggerate the high, so you get this really weird, unrealistic response. You want something that's flat. Basically, you plug it in, you can hear it. These are really good because they isolate, right? So you can plug these in. If you happen to get one of those amps that I talked about in the previous video, you can go right into it. It does come with an adapter so that you can go from this to 1/4 inch. Or if you want to plug this into another device, maybe your phone or whatever, you can use these to mix and monitor. Handy dandy. Definitely get a set of really good headphones. You'll stick with these forever because they're that good. They're not going to fall apart on you. They don't cost an arm and a leg. I believe these were $100. There are some out there that are like $200, $300, $400 that have a funny gigantic letter B on here that everybody seems to think that they're great. They're not, okay? Those are DJ. They exaggerate frequencies. You want flat, simple, that isolates, okay? Sennheiser, okay? Check them out. They're worth it. Item number 5 that you're going to want to get at some point, it's though not really crucial, but a small format mixer. Not necessarily that one, because that one there is an older analog one. It's got a lot of inputs on it, but you don't need that many. What you need is a small format mixer that you can plug your bass into, and maybe something else like your phone or iPod or whatever you want to use into it, and play along. Your headphones go into the mixer. And the handy dandy thing now is that some of the mixers, like the one here made by Behringer, is actually USB capable. You can go directly from this mixer into your computer and record your bass guitar and monitor and do all of those really cool things with the software that it probably comes with. Okay. In another video, I'm going to talk about free stuff out there. I use Adobe products here. You see that in my intro. You see it running in the background here, recording my microphone because I prefer it rather than the phone audio. And so Adobe is very expensive. There's other stuff out there that's actually free, open source, that you can get, and we'll talk about that in another video. But the one thing that I really want you to look forward to is on the next video, I'm going to talk about, I'm going to give you my recommendations on bass guitars. There's a couple of them out there that I've actually tried out. I've had them here, and I will showcase those for you, and those are all very good options for you if you have not made your selection thus far. you might want to stick around and look forward to that video, because I'm going to tell you, I'm going to share with you and make recommendations on your first bass guitar, okay? So that's basically it. If you like what goes on here, go ahead and feel free to leave comments down below. And if you have any questions, please take the opportunity to ask. Also, if you like what's going on with this channel and you find it informative and entertaining, that's a big part, go ahead and subscribe. And right after that, don't forget to hit that notification bell, because once you do that, you will be notified of when I upload a brand new video. That way you can come back here and check out the latest information on the topic, all right? Also, if you want to follow me on Instagram, there is the address, okay? Follow me on Instagram. It's just, it's really cool. It's something that I do in between these videos. You can see that other part of my life that's going on, just an interchange, just making the world a little bit smaller and getting to know people that way as well, okay? So, also, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Thumbs up, 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 up. Okay? Okay, that means a lot to me. I really appreciate it when you guys do that. And so, anyway, there you have it. I really appreciate your time, and join us next time. And remember, tune it or